I'd like to be famous, but not like Beyonce famous. Like
Where you're
Stormzy famous. Stormzy famous. Everyone knows you.
Stormzy's really famous.
No, but not everyone knows Stormzy.
In today's world, being famous is no longer understood as merely a consequence of achieving something significant or recognizable beyond your social circle, but an actual goal in itself that people strive to achieve.
You know, I want to be famous. I want to be a singer like Joan Baez. I just want to be on an empty stage with my guitar, my voice. Just me.
In the past, it may have seemed that becoming famous comes about through something that you've been given in the world or given back to the world. And while not always seen as something beneficial, it was normally seen as something substantial enough to make it into the limelight. Nowadays, it's really easy to say that there are a bunch of people who are established at being famous without actually doing anything, but they still find themselves always in the media attention. This made me wonder that if they're consistently in the public eye, this must mean that they're fulfilling some sort of desire, whether consciously or subconsciously known, to watch, follow, or understand how this famous person thinks. So, to kick this series off, I wanted to ask 100 people, would they want to be famous? Let's see what they had to say.
Would I want to be famous?
Oh yeah. Yes, I'd want to be famous.
No, because I want to do regular things without being harassed.
Well, maybe for science.
No. Yeah. I would like that to Nobel Prize. I could do with a Nobel Prize.
Yeah. Not
exactly,
famous in like a
not like
superstar.
celebrity.
Yeah. No, famous for brains. I can be famous for brains.
I could do that. For the right things.
Yes. To be amazing at my craft.
No.
No, I don't want to be famous. I just want to be known for what I'm doing, basically. Just like do something good.
No.
Yes.
She knew I was gonna say yes. I would love to be a famous athlete. Yeah, not like Hollywood. No, I don't think I want to do that. But to be really like
Good at
one of the
something.
best at something that you've worked really hard for. Yeah, that would be really cool.
If it came out of some sort of pursuit of like purpose and life intent, and that reached a point at which it was visible on the public platform, as long as it was in touch with the original values, then fame would be a byproduct. Fame for fame's sake is really toxic.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Rich, yes. Famous, no.
Yeah, I'm fine with just being an average Joe.
I specifically don't want to be famous because, I mean, just think about how many celebrities, there's literal like websites just dedicated to their personal lives. Dedicated to their personal lives, like what they do in their house.
Famous? No.
No, I wouldn't want to be famous.
Never.
I like the normal life.
No, definitely no.
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 Yeah.
What for and why?
My brain. Writing.
No.
Yeah, because I think it kind of gets you a little bit further.
I couldn't do it following me around. Yeah, I couldn't do it without the paparazzi and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone a little bit.
What would you be famous for?
Probably acting.
No.
No, I'm okay.
No. I would, but I don't think I could handle it. It'd be just so stressful. The stuff that comes with it, I just don't know if it's worth it.
I don't know if famous really, like it's the, I don't know, like just be able to get recognized more than famous.
No.
Nah. No, I wouldn't want to be
like
famous.
being able to walk down the street and get my cup of tea and not have a lot of people bother me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want
But
to
I
be
mean,
famous.
I might be famous soon, though.
Yeah,
that's true. He's got some big stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Talk to me, brother. Squad.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. No. Yeah.
Like,
Not like stressing about it, but I could do it.
Yes.
I've always been into music, so something music related.
No.
No. Unless I was an artist or something.
No, but if I happen to be so be it. I'd enjoy it.
I wouldn't. I'd like maybe to be respected for what I do, not in terms of arrogance, just so people be like, oh, it's cool to have someone who you can look up to. But I think fame would maybe be too much because your opinion can get easily twisted by the media, and you know, I'd like to keep a low profile because some things can't be undone when you have them.
No, not really. I used to, but not anymore.
What do you think?
He does.
I think yes, because I think it allows you to kind of have opportunities that possibly other people wouldn't be able to have.
Yeah.
I don't think famous like, you know, what's that girl on that reality TV is like Cash Me Outside? Like not something like that, but like something where I actually do something that's maybe benefiting society or potentially like a sport or something. I think that'd be cool.
It's not more or less the fame, it's just the magnitude at which I influence people. So I can just, you know, direct people the way I feel, like my experiences in life. I feel like I see a lot of people going about the way they live life in a way that I personally just think is like misdirected, and I would just like to share part of my knowledge and my experiences to let them, you know, make better decisions in the way they live.
Well, I wouldn't be famous for like some kind of like I would make some huge discovery or some kind of scientific, I don't know, some kind of something that would bring value to the world, and like people would study me in history books and stuff.
Oh, this is a good question actually, funny you should ask. Would I want to be famous? I'm going to go with yes, but not forever, just for like a duration. The freebies. I don't actually want people, because like, I want to live a private life, but then it must get free stuff.
I
want
do.
the money.
Yeah, I want to be famous.
I wouldn't want to like not be able to do things because people would like follow you. But I'd want the money, definitely.
Yeah. No, I think I'd also want to be the fame.
I want the free stuff.
The free stuff.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I think so, depending how much money. Probably like an artist, like music, that would probably be preferred. I think that's the nicest one, as opposed to like reality TV or something.
Yes, I'd love to. For being successful, nothing else. Like being me, you know, reaching my goals. Human beings are quite addicted to recognition, things like that. And I like to think of myself that's like, you know, I'm out of the rules, but deep inside we're all the same. Everybody wants to be famous. I want to be famous.
No.
Nah.
Depends what I'd be famous for. Politics or something good, not like Kim Kardashian famous, you know. Not that.
No.
I don't want to, but if it happens, why not?
Not necessarily, no.
Not really.
Yeah, popular in a good way.
Depends what reason, like, I like the Kardashians.
No, absolutely.
No. No. Rich, not famous.
No.
Like half famous.
Depends what the famous is about, I guess. I would think I would like to be famous. If it was a positive famous, I could do things like, yeah.
Yeah, but not that famous.
God, it depends. Fame does have doubts.
Well, famous.
It depends what it was for and
famous,
what
but
level.
Low level famous, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want paparazzi. Like,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. I'd like to make music or something like that professionally.
No. I fire juggle and I'd want to be like vaguely well known for that. I'd be able to get gigs for that, but I definitely wouldn't want to be like famous.
I think there's like a real difference in what famous is from what it used to be. Like famous people used to be heroes that like saved wars and did things, and now we idolize people who aren't even people because they're just like they're just doing what they're told to do, and they're not presenting an image that isn't really there. Like famous used to stand for like respect and love of what someone's done for you, and now it's just like trend setting. Yeah.
No, I want a book written about me before I die, but I don't want to be like Kim Kardashian famous.
I want to be famous because I want to influence people. That's what, to reach out to people.
We practice these.
Well, I'm a rapper, so I've got to be famous, so therefore, yes, I guess.
I'd like to be famous, but not like Beyonce famous. Like Stormzy famous.
Yeah, if it was in a nice way, and you have you come out with it morally well, then.
I think for some either like business related or like contributing to some community, like helping.
No, well, famous in my profession, but not for something like famous to my field. It'd be nice to get to a point of power where your voice means something, you can reach people faster. if you want to help people, but actual fame, no, probably not.
Depends.
Yeah, no, I'd want to be famous for something good.
Yeah. I want to be famous for something good or like an achievement, not for like doing something stupid.
No. Yes. I think being famous, I could influence a lot of people in a positive way. I'm really into like charities and like I'm an artist, so yeah.
On the other hand, I don't. So yeah.
And I think especially with the world now, with a lot of social media, I think being famous.
I think
if you're famous in if you're famous in a positive way, like it can influence people to do the right thing. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are doing the wrong thing for being famous. So yeah.
Famous
like
around,
famous in Japan, you know, like in a country far away from here. But then come here, nobody knows me.
Famous between a couple of people, yes, like hey, in the street, but not famous.
Yes and no.
Oh hell yeah! All I want to do is like be famous. That's all.
Want to be famous?
Yeah.
I guess we're so opposite.
Why do you think I'm doing a PhD? Because I want to be a doctor. Yeah. Like everyone will know me. Yeah. I want to be the one who is changing something. You see, make a difference. Because this world is not good, man.
So there you have it. Out of the 100 people I asked, almost 60 of them said they actually did not want to be famous. But given all the glamour, the special treatment and the high life, the awe and reverence that comes with being famous, why is it that so many people are opposed to the idea of it? Some of the strongest responses that came out in this video was the understanding of the undesired attention and loss of privacy that fame brought about. Fame, no doubt, has its deep attractions, and you can't fault people who dream of it. The merits follow the concept that wherever you go, people already identify with you, and they praise you for your skills, which have already been illustrated to them in advance. You won't need to remake your case laboriously every time you go to a new place. And, of course,
The free stuff. Yeah.
but one such article on the website Philosopher's Mail draws to the fact that the reason for some people seeking fame is to be able to be known by strangers as a solution to this previous neglect. John Maltby, a well-known professor in differential psychology, says that there are 6 main reasons why fame is sought after. 1. Intensity, where nothing else in life has as much significance to achieve. 2nd, vulnerability, where people are seeking fame in order to help overcome an issue that they face in the past or in the present. The 3rd, lifestyle.
I'd like the luxuries, but not the fame.
The 4th, drive. In other words, to have a purpose that you strive for and to then get recognized for doing it. The 5th, some people just think it's their destiny.
I might be famous soon though.
And the 6th is altruism. In other words, to use fame to bring about a benefit to society.
I think being famous, I could influence a lot of people in a positive way.
And it's often people's inherent character that determines which category of response that they fall under. A 2012 study by the Scientific American, which asked groups of schools of 10 to 12-year-olds for those who wanted to be famous, found that the most common reason for chasing fame stemmed from just to be famous, rather than any of the financial success, sense of achievement, or sense of community that it could bring. This, which not necessarily a bad thing, can be intrinsically traced to the broader characteristic of needing to belong. However, from the responses in this video and the developments over the last decade, it seems that this fame has been framed in a somewhat different light, often centered around the concept of the higher you climb, the further you can fall.
And you had to make sure you were acting in a certain way for your entire life. That sounds so like almost like a prison almost.
When things don't occur as expected, fame can make people more rather than less vulnerable. The critique can come in crowds who would never dare say this face to face, but can hide behind the safety of their screen, paper, or online posts. So while social media has certainly opened a lot of doors, especially in this generation of millennials, for people with a compelling idea or a special gift to be able to make themselves a viral sensation, people are becoming more and more clear of the cautionary elements that fame can bring about. You only have to look at how reports on this have developed over the last decade. 5 to 10 years ago, articles focused on why do we want to be famous? How do we get there? Studies looking at why over half of school kids desired to want to be famous over anything else, to now maybe a more skeptical but transparent view on what exactly fame means. There's forums, blog posts, articles, even interviews with famous people discussing how fame maybe isn't what it's cracked up to be. But one thing is positive for sure. For those who said yes or it depends, often had a response that linked to John Maltby's 6th reason of why people sought fame, which was to bring about a positive change to the world or people around them.
I want to be famous because I want to influence people. That's what, to reach out to people.
Let's practice these.
So, what's your view? Would you want to be famous? Or maybe you already are.
Oh, hell yeah!
You can leave your responses in the comment section below or on anything else discussed in the video. And please do like and share if you enjoyed the video and know other people who would do too. Aside from that, keep a lookout for episode 2. You may even be in it.